Hey, what's up guys, it's Paul, and today we're going to be talking about Once Human and the problems it has. We had an incredible response from the community on this video that I made yesterday, talking about some of the issues and why players are leaving Once Human, and I want to give some of you guys a shout out, and I want to also respond to some of you guys, give some opinions, and also talk about some of the stuff that I feel is really important to address with some of these comments. So let's get straight into it. The first topic we're starting off with is soloing. I personally believe that Once Human is totally good for the single player experience. If you have not done the single player experience on Once Human, then you probably either aren't high enough level to do the things you're doing, so you're exploring too far into the world, not working on your build, not working on modifying your armor, not calibrating your guns, not doing side quests to maybe give yourself that extra boost of XP, not doing the missions in the order you're supposed to do them in, because honestly, I have soloed, and me and my whole squad have basically soloed an entire season of this game on our own. We sometimes join in together and do things in multiplayer. We do the Prime Wars and all that, but for the most part, this game has been soloed straight up by myself. I've done everything, even all the monoliths, solo. To say that the game is not solo playable, I can't really agree with that. I do totally appreciate your comment on this, and there are more comments. I wanted to give you a shout out because you were the first one, but honestly, the game is definitely good for the solo player, and there shouldn't really be a worry of not being able to play a level on your own. Most of the levels in this game, they scale based on the players you have. So if you have 2 players, it gets harder. So adding more players doesn't necessarily make the game easier. It scales the difficulty. The next one on the list is mod gambling. But honestly, I don't think this is a reason why people are leaving, but I do see an opportunity for the devs to really work on this. So basically, when he's talking about upgrading mods being difficult, a lot of your mods are, it's all gambling. So it's really hard to try to set up an exact loadout that you want to work with, because putting on the mods, getting the mods in general, is all about basically gambling. It's all about, like, it drops randomly. It's not really an issue. It's just RNG for when you're getting this stuff. So I know, like, some people want to go really hardcore and get one specific type of build, and they have to grind out numerous times to try to get those mod pieces. Again, I'm going to say it, it's RNG. I can't knock them too hard for that, but I could see how that could be rage inducing for some players. Now, something I addressed in the last video was leveling, and that resonated with some of you guys. So leveling in this game, of course, there is a level cap. And for me, as a player who really likes to grind out the game and just keep working that number up, getting higher levels, this is a problem for me. I don't like that the level caps. I think there needs to be an additional level. Like, I'm not even kidding with you. This is crazy. I beat the battle pass in 4 days of getting the battle pass. I'm not telling them to slow it down. What I'm saying is add more stuff to the general level to begin with. So the battle pass was totally blown out of the water. I'm level 50 already. What else is there for me to level up? That is what they need to work on. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is a huge one that everyone is talking about, and I gotta be honest, I must be on a semi-low population server. I have not really experienced a lot of lag issues. So lag, apparently, and I have a friend who plays on a much bigger server, and he is telling me that this is a serious issue they need to fix, and I think they are fixing this. I really do genuinely think that they are focusing on this problem. And in one of the dev streams I did the other day, they talked about connectivity issues and how they're trying to optimize it. Is lag, latency, connectivity problems. People are lagging back and forth. They're rubber banding. They're having connectivity issues where it's literally just booting them off because they're just, like, for some reason they're disconnecting. That is something I have experienced. It's not my internet. I promise you it's not my internet. They are definitely the issue here, and it's something they need to fix. I don't know how they're going to fix it. This is a problem they need to address. Now, this is a really big one that resonated with a lot of you guys. Besides lag, this is probably the biggest one of all. And in the last video, I addressed game time. I said I have hundreds of hours in this game. I've basically done so much of it, and I wish there was more. I didn't stop to think, this game is a few months old, and if you're doing beta, a couple months old if you're saying released, and I'm complaining that there's a lack of content. Now, I do have to give them some credit. I'm playing PvE, not PvP. I'm not a really big fan of the PvP servers on this. I tried playing it. I don't really like it that much. I think it's a little too toxic for me, and I gotta be honest, I love coming home, having a cooperative game to play with my friends and go against digital, not human bots. I think a lot of players are enjoying that too. And the thing is, I'm expecting a lot out of a game that is only a couple months old. There still needs to be more content to come out for it. The game has given me hundreds of hours of fun, so I do have to retract that point that I did make. I do want to just address the fact that the game definitely has enough content for, I guess, the average hours of gameplay. The other thing too, and I do want to bring this point up. This was also a point that was in the comments. It was a great comment, and I wanted to address it. It's from Troy Gaming TV. So basically, he says, I think phase 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 need to be combined because he plays too much. And I totally have to agree with you on that. Probably one of the best games I've played of this decade so far, of the 2020s. And honestly, I can see it having like longevity. I can see there being a lot of gameplay left in this. It's a baby right now. It's a baby, and I guess I'm kind of looking at it as if it's a fully grown adult and has, you know, a family and a house and everything. I definitely think there's a lot more coming in the future. And I really like I said, what Troy says about the fact that phase 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 should be combined into each other. So there is more content for the player like myself who wants to put 20 hours a week into the game, even more than that, honestly. But yeah, overall, I think that if these problems are addressed, I think that this game has super longevity. I think the player base is going to keep soaring. People are going to become addicted to it in a good way. I am very excited about the future of Once Human. I cannot wait to keep playing it. I am not getting off of it. As I stated in the last video, this is not me saying I'm not going to keep playing the video, but it's me addressing the fact that the devs do have to start working on these problems, because there are players that are popping off the game. They're leaving the game because they're not, their problems are not being answered currently, especially on the lag side of things. So guys, if you are new, please smack the like button, hit the sub button, and I'll see you on the next one.